Forward Bank, Brickner Motors of Little Chicago, the Marshfield Tiger Booster Club, Partners Bank of Central Wisconsin, and the Dental Clinic of Marshfield. Good evening and welcome to Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Baseball action tonight on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and on WDLB, WOSQ.com. This evening is the Marshfield Post 54 Blue Devils taking on the Everest American Legion baseball team in Wisconsin Valley Conference Legion baseball tonight. I'm Gene DeLisio. Good to have you with us for baseball action this evening here on WOSQ. Late start tonight because the Junior Legion game ran a bit long. Marshfield did win that contest, and so now time for the Senior Legion game between Marshfield and Everest. We do have some cloud cover moving into central Wisconsin at this hour, but right now temperatures in the low to mid-70s. A good night for baseball, and many fans down here watching American Legion baseball here in Marshfield this evening. On the mound for the Everest Ball Club tonight, Preston Miller, and Marshfield counters with Nick Urban on the mound this evening. We'll come back with more of our pregame report from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
One meal everyone in your family can get on board with? It's Culver's. You may know us for our famous butter burgers, cooked to order for that great signature steak taste, but we're also known for our whole white meat chicken tenders and juicy chicken sandwiches, and our melty Wisconsin cheese curds, and our hand-battered North Atlantic cod.
At Culver's, we believe more menu options mean more ways to brighten your day.
Culver's on Central and Upham in Marshfield.
Welcome to Delicious.
Are you looking for an account with a great rate and an equally great heart? The Charitable Money Market account at Forward is the account for you. Hi, this is John Caprillion, AVP and Retail Manager at Forward Bank. Our Charitable Money Market account gives you the rate you want and lets you choose where Forward Bank donates funds. Stop in to open your account, designate your charity, and start giving back to our community. Or, to learn more, visit www.forward.bank/communitygiving. Member FDIC.
This is military night here at Jack Hackman Field. We have a color guard coming from the third base side out to the center of the diamond to present the colors. And momentarily we'll have our national anthem prior to this ball game between Marshfield. Colors are now leaving the field following the national anthem.
Thank you, National Guard. Let's place the ball.
You are listening to Marshfield American Legion Baseball on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. I'm Gene Delisio reporting from Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Everest meeting in American Legion baseball action tonight. Let's check the Marshfield defense for this ball game. At first base tonight is Jackson Ormond. At second base, Karsten Jerschley. At shortstop, Bennett Lang. Six players on the Marshfield roster this season who are of college age. Not all of those players are playing college baseball. Logan Homolka is, Riley Bauman is, but there are several other ball players on the roster who are of college age, but not playing college baseball, but still their added experience and maturity certainly helps the ball club this year. We had some rain earlier today, some clouds throughout the day. Right now we have some nice blue skies to the north, but to the south and west, some gray clouds coming in. But I expect to play baseball this evening here at Jack Hackman Field. Nick Urban's a left-hander. Leadoff man he'll face on the Everest side is the center fielder Logan Chirick. Chirick batting left-handed. Nick Urban working from the stretch position with no one on base. Sets himself. Here's the first pitch. It's a bit low for ball one. Play is underway here at Jack Hackman Field. Marshfield and Everest meeting in baseball tonight. 1-0 pitch is a cross for a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. We've mentioned on several broadcasts this year about the college-age players on this roster. Here's a curveball fouled back, 1-2. And there again are 6 players on the Legion roster this year who are of college age. And that's very unusual for this program. 1-2 on Chirick, the pitch by Urban. Fastball on the low outside corner for a call and strike 3. Chirick out on strikes. And the catcher, Andrew Cotter, now batting for Everest. Also batting left-handed. It is great to have those college-age players on your ball club, but not all of them are playing college baseball. Nick Urban being one of those players. Nick set here. The pitch to Cotter on the way. Fastball high for ball 1. And so consequently, those college-age players who don't play college baseball have sat out for about a year. Urban throws again, low and outside for a ball, 2-0. So they're rather rusty, and at this point of the season, as we approach the midway point to the Legion season, they're likely just rounding into shape about now. Here's the 2-0 delivery, and that is a cross for a call strike, 2-1. I want to mention, by the way, we will have Major League Baseball action for you Saturday here on WOSQ. Urban sets himself once again and fires. Line towards shortstop and grab by Bennett Lang for the out. Hit hard, but right at Bennett Lang for out number 2. Actually, that ball had a tail on it and almost popped away from Bennett, but he stayed with it, made the play for the second out. And the batter now for Everest is the shortstop, Nick Cotter. Right-handed batter. It's the Cardinals and the Phillies from Philadelphia on Saturday. Our broadcast begins at 2:30 Saturday right here on WOSQ. Nick Urban throws, ground ball back to the box, snared by Nick. He'll toss to first base to end the inning. Easy opening inning for Nick Urban. Everest gets no runs on no hits, no errors, and they leave none. Our score after a half inning is Everest 0 and Marshfield coming to bat. Back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a moment.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're calm? My best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life. Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Basketball coach Dale Owie, and you're listening to Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
Good to have you with us for Legion Baseball tonight here on WOSQ. The Everest Ball Club is in the field defensively. At first base is Mitch Danielson. At second base, Joe Versamak. At shortstop, Nick Cutter. At third base, Braxton Olson. The right fielder is Colin Ebersold. In center field, Logan Sherrick. In left field, Brendan Bartelt. The catcher is Andrew Cutter, and on the mound is right-hander Preston Miller. Marshfield and Everest. Legion Baseball, again, late start tonight because of a lengthy Junior Legion game which was won by Marshfield. Leadoff man for Marshfield in the first is the center fielder Brock Bennington. Brock batting right-handed. Digs in, Preston Miller into his motion. Throws a fastball low for ball one. No score, Marshfield and Everest here at Jack Kaplan Field. Blue Devils batting last half of the first. Miller ready. Winds and delivers once again. And that's a cross for a call strike, and our umpire now tells us the correct count is 0-2. 0-2 on Brock Bennington. Miller winds and fires once again. Ground ball right side and through the hole for a base hit. Bennington singles to right field, goes the opposite way to give Marshfield a leadoff base runner. Batting next is the third baseman Logan Homolka. Logan batting left-handed. Slightly open stance. Bennington to first base runs well. Miller from the stretch. Brock is going. Pitches on the outside corner for a call strike, and the throw to second base is late. Stolen base for Brock Bennington. And Marshfield has a base runner at second with nobody out. 0-1 count on Logan Homolka. Miller gets set, checks the base runner, and now delivers. That ball in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Homolka at third base tonight. He can play several positions on the diamond. Miller ready, fires once again. Ground ball down the first base side. Knocked down by the first baseman Danielson. Retrieves the ball in foul territory and throws to the pitcher covering, but late. And Bennington takes third base. Danielson knocked the ball down, carried off his glove into foul ground. He chased after it quickly. And Miller got there to cover from the pitcher's mound. But Homolka beats the throw for an infield hit. Bennington to third base. And so Marshfield has base runners at first and third with nobody out for Stratford's Riley Bellman playing right field tonight. Miller gets set and throws a curveball up and in for ball one. No score, Marshfield batting. Top of the first. Runners at first and third and nobody out. 1-0 on Riley Bellman. He digs in. Miller from the stretch. And now delivers. High fly ball to center field. That's hit deep. Bennington will tag at third base, and he will score on the play. The catch made by Logan Chirick in deep center field for the out. But a sacrifice fly and run batted in for Riley Bellman. And Marshfield leads 1-0. Homolka holds at first base on the play. Bennington in on the sacrifice fly by Bellman. That's out number one. Standing in next is the Marshfield pitcher Nick Urban. Nick, a left-handed batter. Miller from the stretch. Delivers. On the outside corner, called strike one. Coverage of Marshfield American Legion baseball tonight on WOSQ. A service of Smith Brothers Meats, Highway 13 on the south side, and BBD Sports Shop of Abbotsford. 0-1 on Nick Urban. Preston Miller from the stretch once again. Now delivers. Ground ball back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Homolka stops at second base. The ball overrun by the center fielder Sherrick. Homolka goes to third base and Urban takes second. Base hit for Nick Urban. And an error by the center fielder Sherrick, overrunning that ball in center field, allowing Homolka to take third base, and Urban goes to second. So 2 Marshfield players in scoring position for left fielder Ben Deach. And Everest pulls the infield in at all 4 stations. Miller in the stretch here. Now delivers. And that pitch breaks across for called strike one. Marshfield batting bottom half of the first, leading 1-0 and threatening to add more. 2 men in scoring position with 1 out. The 0-1 pitch to Ben Deach. This is low and outside for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blue Devils have 3 singles and a sacrifice fly here in the opening inning. Miller ready once again and delivers. Chop foul behind home plate. Count on Deach now, a ball and 2 strikes. Rather dark and gray evening here in central Wisconsin. Lights are on. Now Miller ready. And delivers 1-2. Breaking ball. Got the outside corner for a called strike 3. Ben didn't like that one, but our plate umpire did. So Deach out on strikes for out number 2. Infield moves back to normal depth for Karsten Jerschley, the Marshfield second baseman, batting for the first time tonight. Slightly open stance, batting right-handed. Miller ready and delivers. Breaking ball, got the outside corner for a call, strike 1. Marshfield and Everest baseball action this evening. And Miller ready. Here's the 0-1. Home plate umpire wants some help from the base umpire, and he says yes, that's a swinging strike 2. 0-2 on Jerschley. Miller getting tough here in a jam. Ebersold in the gap in right center, gets there, makes the catch to end the inning. Marshfield on the scoreboard first tonight. Blue Devils get 1 run on 3 hits, 1 error, 2 men left on base. After 1 inning, our score is Marshfield 1 and Everest 0, and more baseball coming up in just a moment.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Marshfield and Everest battling in baseball action tonight here at Jack Happen Field in Marshfield. We move to the second inning with Marshfield on top, 1-0. This is military night here at the ballpark tonight. We have some veterans on hand and a nice color guard come out for the national anthem before the ball game from the National Guard. And plenty of prizes as well being awarded to fans in the ballpark this evening. Leading off the Everest second inning is the cleanup man and first baseman Mitch Danielson. Tall right-handed batter, Nick Urban, working from the stretch. Nick ready, and he delivers. And that pitch is in there for a call, strike one. Marshfield leads 1-0. Everest batting top half of the second here at Jack Ackman Field tonight. 0-1 on Mitch Danielson. Urban fires once again. And that pitch across for a call, strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Didn't know earlier today if we've had this game or not today because of the rain that came through here this morning. We are playing this afternoon or this evening. 0-2 pitch, high hopper over the mound. Lang at shortstop near second base, grabs it and fires in time. Well done by shortstop Bennett Lang, taking that high hopper near second base, throwing on the run. Danielson is out number 1. And the Everest pitcher, Preston Miller, now batting, hitting right-handed. Miller batting right-handed. Urban from the stretch. Throws, line towards right field. Bauman comes on, can't make the play. Falls for a base hit. And Miller has a solid single to right field. That's Everest's first hit tonight. Third baseman Braxton Olson now batting for Everest. We may have a courtesy runner for the pitcher Miller. Everest only has 2 reserves tonight. Miller is leaving, and Cole O'Brien will come out and serve as a courtesy runner for Miller. Cole O'Brien at first base. 1 out, 1 on. Braxton Olson batting for Everest, hitting right-handed. Pitch by Urban. Breaks across the inside corner for a called strike. Marshfield leads at 1-0. Everest batting. Top of the second, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 on Braxton Olson. Urban gets set and throws again. Ground ball back towards the mound, grabbed by Urban. He'll play to Jersley for 1 at second base. That's all they'll get. Good play by Urban, hustling off the mound to grab that hopper on the third base side and spinning, and Jersley right there at second base to take a very strong throw by Urban to take that lead runner off the bases. That's out number 2, and Olson takes first base on the fielder's choice. The right fielder Colin Ebersold now batting for Everest, hitting right-handed. Olson off first base with 2 outs. The pitch by Urban is high for ball 1. Marshfield American Legion Baseball is brought to us by Felker Brothers Corporation of Marshfield, manufacturers of stainless steel products, and they support all youth sports and activities. Urban throws again, right down the middle for call strike 2. Strike 1 rather, 1-1. Participation in high school sports builds character and teamwork, and Felker Brothers of Marshfield supports the youth of central Wisconsin. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Here's the punt for ball 2. 2-1. Urban only threw 9 pitches in the first inning, so he's off to a good start in terms of pitch count. 2-1 on Ebersold. Next pitch misses low and inside for ball, 3-1. The pitch count for Legion Baseball is 105, a bit different than the high school rule, which is 100. 3-1 delivery. Down the middle of call strike, 3-2. Got an email this week from Jason Zaleski going through the pitch count rules, and it did state 105 as the limit for a single game. Urban throws again, a swing and a miss to end the inning. Nick Urban's second strikeout. In the second for Everest, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. We've played 1.5, and our score is Marshfield 1, Everest 0. Back with more baseball in just a moment.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.com. www.rapidsawardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no one-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in central Wisconsin.
Cloudy skies and 74 degrees here at Sports Radio 92.3 FM WOSQ. Marshfield leads Everest 1-0 as Marshfield comes to bat here in the second inning. Leadoff man for Marshfield is the catcher Colton Schillinger, batting for the first time against Everest right-hander Preston Miller. Schillinger stands in, batting right-handed. Miller ready, winds and delivers. Fastball over at the knees, over the letters rather, for a call strike one. Marshfield on top 1-0, Blue Devils batting. Last half of the second, Miller throws again. A big swing and a miss, took something off that pitch. And Schillinger out in front. Count now, no balls and 2 strikes. Colton back in there. Miller winds and delivers. High fly ball to left center field. The left fielder Bartelt comes in, gets there, and makes the play for the out. Schillinger flies to Bartelt in left. That's 1 out. And the first baseman Jackson Ormond now batting for Marshfield. Another Stratford ball player. Marshfield has 3 Stratford men in the starting lineup tonight. Miller winds and delivers. Fastball is over for call strike one. Northwoods League baseball tonight. The Wisconsin Rapids Rafters down in Indiana playing at Kokomo this evening. Here's a breaking ball. That's across for call strike, 0-2. That game now underway. Wausau Woodchucks at Green Bay tonight in Northwoods League baseball. Miller ready, and now steps off. And the Eau Claire Express play at Wilmar in Northwoods League baseball action tonight. 0-2 on Jackson Ormond. He's back in there. Miller taking his time and now steps off again. Some confusion between he and his catcher, Andrew Cotter. Now Miller back up on the rubber. Count 0-2. He winds and delivers once again and hits Ormond in the leg. Came way inside with a low fastball and got Ormond above the ankle. Any pitcher hates to lose a guy with an 0-2 count. Ormond on base and Bennett Lang batting. Marshfield shortstop, number 9 man, hitting for the first time tonight. Toss to first base. Sends Ormond back in there safely. Lang back in the box. Miller from the stretch. Pitches a breaking ball. That misses high for ball one. Marshfield leads at 1-0. Marshfield batting bottom half of the first. 1 out, 1 on. Well, bottom half of the second, rather. 1 out, 1 on. Miller ready. And throws a curveball again. This one breaks across for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ormond leads at first base. Good lead down there. Miller ready and fires a fastball. That's low for a ball. 2-1. Mentioned earlier the pitch rule. For Legion Baseball, a pitcher can throw 105 pitches in one night. And then he must leave. The high school rule is 100. Miller now throws 2-1. Breaking ball misses outside for ball. 3-1. And Jason Zaleski sent that information along to us this week. The rules are a bit different, so to clarify that, Jason sent that along to us several days ago. Here's the 3-1 delivery. Curveball breaks up and in for ball 4. Bennett Lang draws a base on balls. First walk issued by Miller tonight. And Marshfield has base runners at first and second, with only one out for leadoff man Brock Bennington, who singled and scored his first time up. Lang at first base not being held. Miller working from the stretch. Pitch on the way. It's up and in for ball one. Brock back in there. Miller gets set and throws. Ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop Cotter grabs it, fumbles the baseball, and then steps on second base for the force play on Lang. So at least he gets one out. That may have been a possible double play had Cotter fielded the ball cleanly, stepped on second base, and thrown to first. But he bobbled it. Did recover in time to step on second base for the force play on Lang for out number 2. But on the play, Ormond takes third base and Bennington safe at first for third baseman Logan Homolka, who singled his first time up. Miller from the stretch. Pitch on the way. Runner at first base is going. There's no throw. Brock steals second base unopposed. That pitch was high for a ball. 1-0 on Logan Homolka. Two men in scoring position here. Miller gets set and throws high and away for a ball. And the count now 2 balls, no strikes. Of course, Jason Zaleski was flirting with that pitching rule some years ago during his pitching heyday, his glory years as a pitcher in central Wisconsin. 2-0 pitch on the way. Low for ball, 3-0. He was close to that pitching count when he threw that no-hitter against the Babcock 7U team some years ago. Here's the 3-0 pitch, low and inside, ball 4 to load the bases. Of course, Jason was 36 at the time, but still, he takes on all comers and did a great job that night. Bases loaded, and Riley Bauman standing in for Marshfield. Drove in Marshfield's only run with a sacrifice fly back in the first inning. Miller from the stretch. From the windup here. Gets set and delivers. And that pitch falls low and inside, ball 1. So a threat here by the Blue Devils in the second. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 1-0 on Riley Bauman. Preston Miller ready. Winds and throws again. Outside for a ball, 2-0. Marshfield scored 1 in the first and left 2 men on base. Now threatening again here in the second inning. 2-0 the count. Miller winds and throws, swinging a foul at the plate. Miller changed some speeds on that pitch. Good scoring chance here for Marshfield. Bases loaded, 2 outs here in the second. The dangerous Riley Bauman at the plate. Count 2 balls, 1 strike. Miller ready, winds and fires a fastball low and inside for ball 3. So Miller behind in the count now, 3-1, and no place to put Riley Bauman. Good hitting situation here for Bauman. He stands back in. Miller winds and throws. High fly ball to center field. Sherrick goes back deep in center field. The ball by him, and now he reaches up at the fence. The ball goes off his glove on the warning track in center field. Marshfield will score 3 runs on the play to take a 4-0 lead. It looked from here like Sherrick got a hand on the baseball, a glove on the ball, but just could not gather it in as he ran at full speed with his back to home plate. Got out to deep center field to the warning track, and the ball just got by him for a 3-run double for Riley Bauman. Riley stops it. Second base on the play, but Ormond scores from third base. Bennington scores from second. Homolka in from first. Nick Urban the batter. He swings and misses for strike 1. Riley Bauman comes through with a big 3-run double with 2 outs. And Marshfield leads 4-0. Next pitch to Urban is popped up into shallow center field. Sherrick coming on quickly, and he'll be called off by the left fielder Bartelt, who comes over and makes the catch to end the inning. But a big two-out hit here for Riley Bellman. Marshfield in the second scores 3 runs on just 1 hit. No errors, but 2 walks, a hit batter, 1 man left on base. Our score after 2 innings is Marshfield 4 and Everest nothing. We'll return to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a moment.
First things first with Mid-State Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school. Then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
ENFM 92.3 WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
Marshfield Legion up by 3 as Everest bats in the top half of the third. Everest Legion lost last night by a 10-0 score. Jake Versamak leads off, playing second base for Everest tonight. Batting right-handed, hitting number 8 against Nick Urban. Nick throws here. Fastball is across for call, strike 1. Marshfield on top, 4-0. Everest batting in the top half of the third here at Jack Hackman Field tonight. 0-1 pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Nick ready once again. Breaking ball high and outside for ball, 2-1. 8-9 one men due up for Everest here in the third inning against Nick Urban. Marshfield using a lot of pitchers the last week or so. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Up and in ball 3. Marshfield in that Sheboygan tournament last weekend, and boy, those can eat up a lot of pitching. 4 or 5 ball games in one weekend. Urban throws again, low and outside for ball 4. Versamak draws a base on balls to lead off the Everest third. The left fielder, Brennan Bartelt, now batting for Everest, number 9 man, batting right-handed. Urban from the stretch. And he delivers a swing and a miss for strike 1. Lights are on here at Jack Hackman Field as we play baseball tonight in Marshfield. Marshfield and Everest in Legion baseball this evening. Versamak at first base, held there by Jackson Ormond. A toss to first base. And Ormond back just in time, awfully close, but he gets back there. Once again, Urban is a left-handed pitcher. And high school age base runners often have difficulties with that pickoff move. Nick throws again. And that pitch low and inside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Brendan Bartelt. Nice crowd on hand tonight. Refreshment stands are open. People enjoying some snacks as they watch baseball this evening. Now the 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on. I think he foul-tipped it at the plate. But now Bartelt behind on the count, 1-2. Flag fluttering a bit in right center field. Toss to first base gets by Ormond, and so Versamak to second base, rounding second, holding right there. Throwing error on Nick Urban on the pickoff move. Marshfield's first error tonight. And Everest has a base runner at second base with nobody out. The count on Bartelt 1-2. He's back in there. Urban gets set and fires again. Fastball just a bit high. 2-2. Urban ready and delivers a big swing and a miss, and Bartelt out on strikes. Nick Urban's third strikeout. One out, leadoff man Logan Sherrick batting. Called on the strikes his first time up, 0 for 1. Lefty against lefty here, as Sherrick stands in. Urban checks the base runner, throws a curveball, leaves it high for ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 4, Everest nothing. Marshfield batting. Everest batting, top of the third. Urban throws again. Swung on and missed. Nick throwing hard tonight. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Fans down here enjoying the entrees at the concession stand. Here's a pitch that rides high and outside for a ball, 2-1. Nick Urban on the mound for Marshfield. Gets set, throws once again. And that pitch in there for a called strike, 2-2. Nick straight to a 4-run lead here in the third inning. Sets himself once again. Shakes off Schillinger a couple of times, now gets ready. And delivers, ground ball left side. Lang at shortstop will grab it. And now he has the runner at second base on a rundown. Bauman chasing him back towards second base. Throw back to the second baseman, Jerschley. And Karsten must have tag on Versamak for the out. Ball hit to deep short by Sherrick. And Lang had the play in front of him, and Sherrick was caught in no man's land there between second and third. So Lang to Homolka to Jerschley for the out. At 6-5-4 on the rundown for out number 2 on the fielder's choice. Sherrick takes first base. Base running blender there by Everest. Catcher Andrew Cotter now batting for Everest. Urban throws a fastball, and that's in there for a call, strike 1. The Wisconsin Valley Conference all-conference girls soccer team in for this year. Several Marshfield Tigers are listed this year. Urban throws 0-1. Down low for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sweeper Sophia Grundling and midfielder Abby Agna, both all-conference first team. 1-1 pitch on the way. Curveball, a good one. Floats across the outside corner. Nice pitch by Urban. Count now 1-2. Midfielder Hayden Berger of Marshfield is all-conference second team. 1-2 on Andrew Cotter. Urban ready. Sets and throws again. Just missed the outside corner. Ball 2, 2-2. Goaltender Ava Santerm and midfielder Grace Taylor, both all-conference honorable mention, and the conference player of the year is forward Jenna Bellman of DC Everest. 2-2 on Andrew Cotter. Pitch on the way, runner going, pitches outside for a ball. Throw to second base is off the line. And Sherrick in there safely. Better throw may have had him, but the throw was to the left field side or third base side of the bag, and Lang had to grab it and reach back across the bag for the tag. And Sherrick gets in there safely. 3-2 pitches foul to the left side of the play. Count on Andrew Cotter stays 3-2. Everest trying to force across their first run of the ball game. Urban back on the rubber. Again, the 3-2 pitch, high and outside, ball 4. Second walk issued by Urban in this inning. The shortstop, Nick Cotter, now batting. Bounce back to Urban his first time up. 0 for 1 on the evening. Coach Metz coming out from the third base dugout for a quick word with his pitcher, catcher, and his infielders. Once again, you don't know how many times Nick Urban has thrown in the last year. He again is a college age player for Marshfield, but is not playing college baseball. So his last experience in game action was a year ago with the Marshfield Legion. And so he's likely a bit on the rusty side. Although as we approach the 1st of July, he may have worked some of that out by now. But sometimes when you hear a runner here at first base, it looks like. Cotter will leave. No, he goes back out there. Cotter went to the dugout during the conference. The Everest catcher on first base. He just went to the dugout. I thought a courtesy runner came out for him, but it's the same guy. Now Nick Cotter digs in, and Urban throws on the low inside corner for call strike one. You hear sometimes, boy, college players on your team, that's great, and it's good, but some of these guys haven't played in a year if they're not playing college baseball, and most Marshfield guys aren't. Urban ready. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ground ball towards shortstop and grabbed by Lang. He'll flip it to Jerschley for the force play on Cotter to end the inning. Everest in the third. No runs, no hits, 1 error, 2 walks, 2 men left on base. We've now played 2.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 4, Everest nothing. We'll come back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball following these messages.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggleworms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
We know how a bank should be at Partners Bank. Banking should be easier. Treating our customers as valued and important. Services should be better with online and mobile banking and locations close to where you live and work. Loans should be quicker, and we make all decisions locally with years of experience helping people with their financing needs. Partners Bank, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
Partners Bank, better together.
Leads by 4 as the Blue Devils bat in the home half of the third inning. Marshfield scored 1 in the first and 3 more in the second on a key 3-run double by Riley Bauman, who has all 4 Marshfield RBIs tonight with that double and also a sacrifice fly. Leadoff man for Marshfield in the third is left fielder Ben Deach, called out on strikes his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Ben batting right-handed, facing right-hander Preston Miller, who winds and throws. High and outside, ball 1. Marshfield on top 4-0 as the Blue Devils bat last half of the third. 1-0 to Ben Deach on the way. Good pitch across for call strike, 1-1. Deach, Jerschley, and Schillinger, the batters for Marshfield here in the home half of the third inning. Miller winds and fires once again. And that pitch in there for call strike, 1-2. Ben batting number 5 in the Blue Devil batting order tonight. Digs in once again. Miller now steps off. He's done this several times. And his catcher, Andrew Cotter, now comes out to have a few words with the Everest pitcher, Preston Miller. I'm going to mention earlier, we had an infield hit earlier by Homolka on a ball that was chopped near home plate and bounced high in the air. Boy, we've seen so much of that this year on this diamond. Not sure why that is. If it's just dry conditions and a hard diamond, could be that's the reason. Miller throws again, and Deach swings and misses. That ball low and outside, but Ben offers. And he's out on strikes. Second strikeout thrown by Preston Miller tonight. The second baseman, Karsten Jerschley, now standing in. Karsten flied to right his first time up. 0 for 1. Slightly open stance. The pitch by Miller. in the dirt for ball one. Major League Baseball action on Sunday evening on WOSQ this week. The St. Louis Cardinals and the Philadelphia Phillies. Our broadcast begins at 5 o'clock on Sunday evening on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. 1-0 pitch in the dirt again. 2-0 on Jersley. Miller by Schillinger has to track that one down near the backstop. Jersley back in there, 3-0. Here's the pitch on the way. Breaks high for ball four. And Kirsten Jersley draws a 4-pitch walk, the third walk issued by Miller tonight. 1 out base runner for Colton Schillinger, the Marshfield catcher. Fly to left his first time up. Colton digs in, Miller from the stretch. Now delivers. On the outside corner for a call strike. Our score is Marshfield 4, Everest nothing. Marshfield batting last half of the third, 1 out, 1 on. 0-1 to Schillinger. Breaks high for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield left 2 on base in the first inning, 1 in the second. They've had their base runners tonight. 1-1 pitch on the way, hits him in the head. Fastball comes inside and gets Schillinger in the top of the helmet. So he's been hit by a pitch twice tonight. Got one in the ankle area, his first at bat. Oh, excuse me, that was Orman, the next batter. My mistake, looked ahead of the score sheet. Schillinger hit by the pitch. Sends Jersley to second base. But now Orman is batting, and he was hit by a pitch and scored back in the second. Danielson at first base looking for a bunt. He comes in. Orman batting left-handed. Miller throws here. That pitch in there for a call, strike 1. So Jersley at second base, Schillinger at first. Only 1 out here in the Marshfield third. 0-1 on Jackson Ormond. Miller gets ready. Now delivers. Fly ball left center field, a long run for Bartelt and Chiric, and Bartelt dives at left field, drops the ball, had it for a moment but dropped it, and all runners advance 90 feet. Looked like Bartelt was about to make a great diving catch, but the ball popped out of his mitt. Jersley was holding at second base, thinking that ball might be caught, and Bartelt got up quickly, made an accurate throw at third base. He had a play there, but could not do so. Orman will get a hit on that play. Tough chance by Chiric. The bases are loaded for Bennett Lang. The infield comes in. Miller from the windup. Delivers. Half swing, the ball off the glove of the catcher, Cottard in the first baseline. Looks like that's a ball. Looks like a half swing, but the umpire apparently ruled that Lang held up. 1-0 the count. Miller winds and throws once again. Across the knees, a call strike, 1-1. So Jersley now is at third base. Schillinger at second, and Ormond at first, with only 1 out. Next pitch, Lang is lined on the left field line. Fair ball in the corner. Jersley will score. Schillinger will score as well. Ormond to third base. The ball gets loose in the left field corner. Ormond will score, play at third base on Lang, and he is out at third. Well, 3-run score on the play, and Marshfield now leads 7-0. Doubled on the left field line by Bennett Lang. Scores, he'll get 2 RBIs on the play, as Jersley and Schillinger both score on the double. Orman goes to third base, then scores when the left fielder Bartelt mishandled the ball in the corner. That sent Lang towards third base, but he was gunned down. Bartelt to the shortstop Cotter, to the third baseman Olson for the second out. Brock Bennington batting. He hits a fly ball to left center field. Chiric, the center fielder, comes in the gap, gets there and makes the play to end the inning. But Marshfield on the scoreboard again here in the third. The Blue Devils score 3 runs, 2 earned on 1 hit, 1 error. Excuse me, 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, a walk, a hit batter, no one left on base. We've played 3 innings. Our line score for Marshfield, 7 runs, 6 hits, 1 error. They've left 3. For Everest, no runs, 1 hit, 2 errors. Everest has left 3 men on base. Led to the 4th inning here at Jack Hackman Field following these messages.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. There are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Chili Implement, located just west of Marshfield in Chili, is your Kubota dealer in central Wisconsin. Big or small, Chili Implement has all the best equipment waiting for you. From farm tractors to lawn care, plus work and have fun in a Kubota side-by-side. Choose Chili Implement for your parts and service too. Chili Implement, open Monday through Saturday to serve you and 24/7 online at chiliimplement.com.
And tonight, they have a 7-0 lead as Everest bats here in the top half of the 4th inning. Nick Urban getting some solid run support tonight. Leadoff man for Everest here in the 4th is the first baseman Mitch Danielson. Bounced to short his first time up, 0 for 1. Everest has just 1 hit in this ball game, base hit by the on-deck man, Preston Miller, back in the 2nd. Urban winds and throws, pop foul behind home plate, out of play for strike 1. Marshfield now on top, 7-0. Everest batting in the top half of the 4th here at Jack Hackman Field. Danielson, tall right-handed batter. Urban exclusively from the stretch. Throws and missed the outside corner for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Everest fans down in Marshfield tonight in good numbers to watch this ball game. Urban fires again. That pitch misses low for a ball. 2-1 on Danielson, the cleanup man for the Everest Ball Club tonight. He stands back in there, and Urban fires. That's in there for a call strike. 2-2. Nick now at 49 pitches, and we're in the 4th inning. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Urban gets set once again and delivers. Popped up in a shallow right field. The second baseman, Jersley, goes out and makes the play for the out. Easy play for Karsten Jersley. That's out number 1. Pitcher Preston Miller now batting for Everest. Singled for the only Everest base in this ball game in the 2nd inning. He's 1 for 1. Nick Urban pitching from the stretch at all times. Curveball breaks across for call, strike 1. Marshfield American Legion Baseball this evening on WOSQ, brought to us by Marshfield Utilities. 0-1 pitch on the way, swing and a miss. 0-2. Blue Devil Baseball also sponsored by Comfort Systems Heating and Cooling Systems and Sweats Oil and Sweats Country Corner Mart in Blinker. Count is no balls and 2 strikes. Urban fires again. That's in there at the knees. A call, strike 3. 4 strikeouts for Nick Urban tonight. 2 down. The batter is the third baseman Braxton Olson. Bounced into a fielder's choice. His first time up, 0 for 1 on the evening. Olson batting right-handed. The pitch by Nick Urban. Curveball, I think, slipped out of his hand and floats way high for ball 1. Marshfield now leads 7-0. Everest batting top of the 4th. Pitch by Urban, a swing and a miss. 1-1. Bases empty and 2 out. Nick Urban cruising along here with a 7-run lead. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Urban gets set and throws again. Breaks high for a ball, 2-1. Glad to have you with us for American Legion Baseball this evening here on WOSQ. Urban throws. High outside for a ball. The count now 3-1. Pleasant evening here in central Wisconsin. Many fans down here watching baseball tonight. Urban throws, missed the outside corner for ball 4. Third walk issued by Nick Urban. Right fielder Colin Ebersold now batting. A strikeout victim his first time up, 0 for 1. Ebersold batting right-handed. Urban throws, and that pitch is across for a call, strike 1. Nick from the stretch once again. Delivers in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Another train going by. I believe that's number 2 for the evening. Urban ready. Fires and misses inside for a ball. 2-1. Not like the old days at Reese Field. They'd be right there in the going by in left field. See those go by all night. 2-1 pitch. Bouncer back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Olsen stops at second base on the single by Ebersold. And Everest has base runners at first and second with 2 outs for the second baseman Jake Versamak. He walked his first time up. So a threat here by Everest. 2 out, 2 on in the 4th inning. Versamak stands in. Urban gets set and throws. That's on the low inside corner for a call, strike 1. Marshfield on top, 7-0. Everest batting, top of the 4th, 2 out, 2 on. The 0-1 to Versamak. Swing and a miss. High fastball, he couldn't resist. I don't believe that pitch was in the strike zone, but Nick got away with one there. Count 0-2. Urban sets himself once again and delivers. Missed low and outside for a ball. 1-2. Everest ball players, I think, almost to a man from the DC Everest School District. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Chop foul on the first base side. On occasion, they'll bring a kid in from Wittenberg, Burnhamwood, surrounding area schools, but it's pretty rare. Usually they're pretty closed at Everest. Here's the 1-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball towards second base. Urban off the mound. He kicks it and has no play. Nick tried to go for that slow roller out towards second base. Jersley at second base really did not have a play. I think Kirsten thinks he did, but that ball was hit too slowly. So Nick came off the mound, tried to glove it. It carried off his mitt out towards the second base position. Then he kicked it further out there. And by that time, all hands were safe. That's an infield single for Versamak to load the bases. Olsen takes third base. Ebersold to second. Versamak to first. And here's a pitch to Brendan Bartelt, hit down the left field line, foul, and in a play for strike 1. So Everest has the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the 4th inning. And their number 9 batter, Brendan Bartelt, batting. He struck out his first time up 0 for 1. Threat here for the Everest Ball Club in the 4th. Pitch by Urban, breaking ball high and outside for a ball. 1-1. Bartelt is the number 9 man in the Everest batting order. Looking for a base hit to get the Everest Ball Club back in the contest. Pitch by Urban. Fastball, it's a cross for a call strike. Count 1-2. Marshfield with a 7-run lead here in the 4th inning. Urban a swing and a miss to end the inning. 5 strikeouts for Nick Urban as he pitches into that jam here in the fourth. Everest gets no runs on 2 hits, no errors, a walk, and 3 men left on base. We've now played 3.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 7, Everest nothing. More baseball coming up in just a moment.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay, and 0 premium company-paid health, dental, and life. Apply now at grassland.com or in person at Grassland Dairy Products, Fairground Avenue, just south of Greenwood. Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Miller, Abbotsford football coach, and you're listening to Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
Leadoff man for Marshfield here in the fourth inning. Third baseman Logan Homolka. He has singled and walked and scored. Preston Miller winds and delivers. Low and outside, ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 7, Everest nothing. As Marshfield bats, bottom half of the fourth here at Jack Hackman Field. 1-0 pitch. Taken on the outside corner for a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Blue Devils, 7 runs and 6 hits in this ball game tonight. Miller winds and delivers. Fouled back. 1-2. Before the ball game this evening, we had the chance to sit down with Logan Homolka and do a nice interview on his experiences playing baseball at UW-Stevens Point this spring. 1-2 pitch on the way, fouled on the third base side of the play, 1-2. And we'll bring you that interview before the ball game against Rapids next Tuesday night. Count 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miller now steps off. He and catcher Cotter had difficulties all night long. A lot of shakeoffs by Miller, a couple of mound visits. Now he winds and throws once again, low and inside for a ball. 2-2. Logan playing baseball this spring at UW-Stevens Point. Got in a few ball games, not many, but a few. He's only a freshman. 2-2 pitch on the way. Fastball fouled back. Stays 2-2. But that's a big jump, even from a large high school like Marshfield to Division III baseball. It's a big move. Miller throws again, half swing, and they're going to get an appeal here on the bases. And it looks like Homolka is out on strikes. They will rule that he did swing at that pitch. Third strikeout for Preston Miller tonight. 1 out. Riley Bauman batting, a big hero for Marshfield tonight. With a sacrifice fly and a double, he has driven home all 4 Marshfield, or the first 4 Marshfield runs this evening. There's since been 3 more added. Pitch by Miller. Breaking ball is up and in for ball 1. Marshfield American Legion baseball this evening on WOSQ, sponsored by Marshfield Post 54. Next pitch low and outside for ball 2-0. Let's remind you about the upcoming Marshfield Legion baseball schedule. Tomorrow the Eau Claire Ball Club is in town for a 6 o'clock start. Miller throws again, fouled on the first base side of the play. 2-1. Again, 6 o'clock tomorrow. Marshfield and Eau Claire here at Jack Hackman Field. Then on Saturday, Marshfield and De Pere in a doubleheader at noon here at Jack Hackman Field. Miller throws once again, foul deep down the right field line of the play. 2-2. On Sunday, Marshfield's scheduled doubleheader with Appleton has been canceled. So no Legion baseball here on Sunday. There will be the doubleheader with De Pere on Saturday, but no Legion baseball here on Sunday. 2-2 on Riley Bauman. Miller ready. Throws again, low and inside for ball 3. Count full 3-2. Then on Tuesday of next week, Marshfield plays a single game at Wisconsin Rapids at new complex at Lincoln High School. Eager to see that on Tuesday night. Game time 7 p.m. Our broadcast of that game Tuesday at 6:45 right here on Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, and WDLB, WOSQ.com. And we'll bring you that interview with Logan Homolka before that ball game. And also on Tuesday, there will be baseball here in Marshfield as the Junior Legion faces Plover in a doubleheader. Miller gets set, throws again to the screen for ball 4. Riley Bauman draws a base on balls, the 4th issued by Preston Miller. 1 out, 1 on. Nick Urban batting. Marshfield's pitcher has singled and flied to left. He's 1 for 2.
That's good.
Marshfield and Plover in Junior Legion baseball next Tuesday. That's a doubleheader here at Jack Hackman Field. Game 1 begins Tuesday at 5:30. Urban digs in. Bauman to first base. Toss over there. Riley is back in time safely. So lots of Legion baseball coming up once again the next several days, especially here at Jack Hackman Field. Throw to first base again, and Bauman gets back safely.
Yes, I did.
Urban batting left-handed. Stands ready. Miller from the stretch. Again to first base. And Bauman back in time. Throws have been fairly close, but Riley beating them back to the bag.
Yeah, it's so quick you can't react to it.
Once again, Urban back in there. Miller checks the base runner. Runner is going. Pitches high for a ball. Throw to second base. Late. Stolen base for Nick Urban. Marshfield's 3rd tonight. And the count on stolen base for Riley Bauman. Count on Nick Urban is 1 ball, no strikes. Scoring chance for Marshfield once again. Miller gets set and delivers. High and away for a ball, 2-0.
How the mosquitoes down there? Okay.
Urban batting left-handed. Pitch on the way, breaking ball up and in for a ball, 3-0. Gave you the Legion schedule. They're at home Friday night, Saturday afternoon, at Rapids on Tuesday, but the Junior Legion here on Tuesday. Miller gets set, throws once again, and over the outside corner for a call strike. 3-1 on Nick Urban, but the Chaparrals are here next Wednesday night, take on Pittsville. 3-1 pitch on the way. And over the outside corner, Urban about to toss the bat away. And the plate umpire said, no, that was in the strike zone. Count on Urban now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nick stands back in there. Miller gets set, throws once again. Half swing and a pitch low and outside. And they'll rule that ball for him.
Urban gets a walk. Now batting number 11.
Back-to-back walks issued by Miller, who's now walked 5 tonight. Left fielder Ben Deach batting next. Ben has struck out twice tonight. He's 0 for 2. And we'll have a coach's visit on the mound. By our count, Miller now at 77 pitches. He has struggled much of the night. Allowed 6 earned runs on 6 hits, walked 5, struck out 3. Now in 3 1/3 innings of work. Everest has 11 men in uniform tonight. So not many options available. The Marshfield roster pretty strong tonight. They have 9 reserves, 18-man roster for this ball game. Plus on top of that, the Junior Legion played earlier today here at Jack Hackman Field. Coach Metz, if need be, could just grab one of those ball players if he was real shorthanded. Conference breaks up and Ben Deach stands in for Marshfield. Miller working from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Fly ball to deep left center field. Cherick in the gap, reaches out and makes the catch. Bauman will tag onto it at third base. He'll get there safely. Deach flies deep to left center field for the second out. After the catch, Deach tags, goes to third base. Urban holds at first. Runners at the corners for Karsten Jerschley, and he has flied to right and walked and scored tonight. Karsten batting right-handed. Another scoring chance here for Marshfield. They have scored at least one run in every inning. Miller from the stretch. Toss to first base. Sends Urban back to the bag. We'll see if he's on the move here during the sequence. Marshall not using a courtesy runner for Nick. Gets a good lead down there, held by Mitch Danielson. Miller from the stretch. And the pitch to Jerschley. Runner is going. Pitch is outside and no throw. Well, they're going to call a late strike. No throw as Urban steals second base. And the count on Jerschley now 0-1. So 2 men in scoring position for Karsten Jerschley. Next pitch swung and a missed. Count on Karsten 0-2. Marshfield scored 1 in the first, 3 in the second, 3 in the third to lead 7-0. Miller now working from the windup. Taking his time again. Now gets set. Winds and delivers. Misses outside for ball 1-2. Stance. Miller winds and delivers. Fly ball foul on the first base side of the play. Count stays 1-2. Scoring chance for Marshfield here in the fourth. Preston Miller winds and throws once again. Line down the right field line that'll curve and fall foul. Foul ball in the right field corner. Jerschley back to the batter's box. Count remains 1-2. Bauman at third base. Urban at second. Nick runs very well. Miller winds, throws once again in the dirt for a ball. 2-2. Preston Miller throwing for Everest. Gets set and delivers. Ground ball towards shortstop. Cotter will scoop it up. Fire low to first base and bobble by the first baseman. Bellman is in. Urban at third base gets back to the bag. Now the first baseman throws that one down the left field foul line. Urban will score. And Jerschley goes to second base. And Marshfield scores 2 runs to lead 9-0. Throwing error to start the play on the shortstop Cotter. That error puts Jerschley on base, allows Bellman to score. And Urban to third base, and then the first baseman Danielson throwing back across the field to try to catch Urban off third base. That throw went down the left field foul line. So a throwing error there on the first baseman Danielson allows Urban to score and Jerschley to go to second base. 2 errors on the same play. Both runs are unearned, of course. And now we'll have a pitching change for Everest. And Preston Miller replaced pitcher. A right-hand wrist.
No, we're still, I got you. I'm on your shot.
Marshfield and Everest meeting in Legion Baseball tonight at Jack Hackman Field. We're in the 4th inning. Marshfield has a base runner at second base and 2 outs. And the Blue Devils lead this contest 9-0. And while Nick Cotter gets loose, we'll pause for these messages.
Astor Assisted Living of Marshfield has the very best, giving you a comfortable...
Scotty's Pizza and Chicken of Marshfield has been voted best pizza in Marshfield 12 years in a row. With popular choices like broccoli, bacon, cheese, drunken chicken, or any of the 25 specialty pizzas, Scotty's is ready to earn your vote now at 715-384-8118. Choose Scotty's for pizza, chicken, subs, sandwiches, and more. Carry out, dine-in, and delivery. Scotty's Pizza and Chicken, 715-384-8118.
At Bauer & Fine Business Technologies in Marshfield, our company has been serving Central Wisconsin since 1955. We're still locally owned and believe strongly in supporting the communities that support us. If you're a current customer, thank you. If you're not a current customer, we'd love to work with you. Let's talk about copiers, printers, postage meters, and network services. Give us a call today at 800-288-2712 or visit our website at b-bt.com. Bauer & Fine Business Technologies. Better business together.
Shortstop for Everest. So some defensive changes. Miller, in fact, just goes to shortstop from the mound. So a straight switch there. Miller tonight pitches 3 2/3 innings. Allowed 9 runs, 6 earned on 6 hits, walked 5, struck out 3, and hit 2.
You're not going to get a picture of it.
83 pitches tonight. Colton Schillinger batter. Colton is fly to left, hit by a pitch, and scored. Batting right-handed. Cotter from the stretch. Now delivers. Over for call, strike 1. Marshfield on top, 9-0. Marshfield batting in the bottom half of the 4th. 0-1 pitch on the way. That ball hit down the left field line and just foul. 0-2. Marshfield has only 6 hits in this ball game. Everest now with 4 errors tonight. Has not helped their cause. Schillinger back in there. Cotter checks the base runner and throws, and hits him in the back of the head.
Hey, Green, get a bowl of soup for that.
Schillinger hit for the second time. He took one on the top of the head last at bat. That one, I think, more on the back of the neck.
In the head, yeah.
That was a slow curveball, so it didn't affect Colton too much. But now 2 men on base for Jackson Ormond. Jackson also hit by a pitch back in the second, has singled as well. 1 for 1, he scored twice. Batting left-handed. Cotter checks the base runners. Pitch on the way, up and in for ball 1. Our score is Marshfield 9, Everest 0. Marshfield batting, last of the 4th. 2 out, 2 on. 1-0 on Jackson Ormond. Pitch by Cotter, foul back. 1-1, Jackson batting number 8 in the Marshfield batting order tonight. Not much breeze this evening. Flag rather limp in right center field. Here's the 1-1 pitch on the way. Bounces in, gets away from the catcher, Andrew Cotter. The runners advance on a wild pitch.
Good catch at third.
Jerschley to third base and Schillinger to second. And the count on Jackson Ormond now 2-1. And a chance to pick up a couple of RBIs right here. Jackson batting left-handed. Cotter working from the windup. Sets and delivers. Swung on and missed. Good inside high fastball. 2-2 on Jackson Ormond. Now Jackson back in there. Cotter gets set. Throws again. High fly ball to right center field. Eversold in the gap. Races over and dives. And comes up with it to end the inning. Well done, a diving catch in right center field by Colin Ebersold to retire Ormond and end the inning. Fine defensive play by Colin Ebersold in right field for Everest. For Marshfield in the 4th, 2 runs, both unearned, on no hits. 2 errors, 3 walks, and a hit batter, and 1 man left on base. Our score now after 4 innings, Marshfield 9, Everest 0. More baseball action from Jack Hackman Field in just a moment.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite. High-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
When the last thing you need to happen does. One of our 17 mobile service trucks from Sherrill Tire and Service Center can get you rolling again. Sherrill Tire and Service Center is your locally owned commercial and farm tire specialist. Find us at SherrillTire.com.
Gusting as high as 20. Clear Friday night, a low around 54. Looking ahead to Saturday, sunny, high near 79. That's Central Wisconsin weather on WOSQ.
It's now 72 degrees here in Central Wisconsin as we watch Marshfield American Legion baseball tonight. Marshfield and Everest meeting here at Jack Hackman Field. And left-hander Nick Urban working with a 9-run lead for the Marshfield Blue Devils as Everest bats here in the 5th inning. And the top of the order coming up for Everest here in the 5th. Leadoff man for Everest here in the 5th is the center fielder Logan Sherrick. He has struck out and bounced into a fielder's choice 0 for 2. Sherrick batting left-handed. Facing the left-hander Nick Urban tonight. Nick ready, throws, a swing and a miss for strike 1. Nick now at 72 pitches on the ballgame. We're in the 5th. Everest batting and Marshfield on top 9-0. 0-1 pitch on the way. Bounces in for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Quiet evening here in Central Wisconsin. A good group of fans down here watching ball game tonight. Urban throws 1-1. A big curveball floats high. 2-1. Nick Urban pretty much in command on the mound for Marshfield tonight, although Everest left the bases loaded last inning. Here's a fastball that rides up and in for a ball, 3-1. Everest has left 6 on base the last 3 innings. Urban working exclusively from the stretch. Throws again, swung on and missed. And the count on Sherrick now full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Sherrick batting left-handed and leading off the Everest 5th inning. Urban steps off the rubber. Now Urban gets set once again and fires. Low for ball 4. Sherrick draws a leadoff walk, the 4th walk issued by Nick Urban tonight. Catcher Andrew Conner batting for Everest. He has lined to short and walked 0 for 1. Conner batting left-handed. Good lead by Sherrick at first base, held there by Ormond. Pitch by Urban, chopped in front of home plate. Picked up by Schillinger. He'll turn, fire to first base, and just in time. Well done by Colton Schillinger, that little number in front of home plate. Colton it out there quickly and fired to first baseman Jackson Ormond to retire Cotter for the first out. And on that play, Sherrick takes second base. No chance of a play at second base on Sherrick, but the Blue Devils get 1 out on the play. The new pitcher, Nick Cotter, now batting for Everest. He has bounced back to Urban and bounced into a fielder's choice 0 for 2. Urban from the stretch. Delivers. And it's in there for a call and strike 1. It's Marshfield 9, Everest nothing. Everest batting in the top of the 5th. Runner at second base. 1 out. 0-1 pitch on the way. Fly ball towards center field, but right at Bennington. He makes the catch for the out. And no advance by Sherrick at second base. Hit well, but right at Brock Bennington for out number 2. 2 down, and the first baseman, Mitch Danielson, batting for Everest. He has bounced to short and popped to second, 0 for 2. Marshfield's Trevor Schwecke and the New Hampshire Fisher Cats in action tonight. In Eastern League Baseball, they're playing at Portland this evening. That game is now underway at Portland, Maine. Danielson digs in. Urban from the stretch. And now delivers. And that pitch is low and inside for ball one. Trevor brought up to New Hampshire. That New Hampshire ball club, by the way, based in Manchester, New Hampshire, in southern New Hampshire. 0-1 pitch, rides high for a ball. 1-1. Excuse me, 2-0. Trevor played the first half of the year in Vancouver. Now promoted to New Hampshire. Here's a turn and a throw back to second base. And Cherrick back to the bag. Trevor impressing the folks in the Toronto organization with his play at Vancouver the first half of the year. So he earns the promotion up to Double-A. And the New Hampshire ball club. 2-0 on Danielson. Next pitch is a fastball. That's in there for a call and strike. 2-1. And Trevor getting lots of playing time already at New Hampshire and playing all over the place as he did in Vancouver. Now the 2-1 pitch. Lined foul to the screen. 2-2. I think he's played every position this year, including DH, except for pitcher and catcher. Maybe not center field. He may have played a bit in center field, probably not much, but maybe he's made an appearance or two there. 2-2 on Danielson. Urban fires a curveball, breaks in the dirt. Blocked nicely by Schillinger, and no advance by the base runner. And the count on Danielson, full 3-2. Trevor's played first base, second base, shortstop, third base. He's played right field and left field. Not much right field, but he has played there a couple of times. A bit more in left field. 3-2 on Danielson. Urban throws once again. Hit fell on the first base side of the plate. Count stays 3-2. Has played more left field than the other outfield positions. Has not caught or pitched, but he's played all over the place and done it well for Vancouver and now for New Hampshire. Urban again from the stretch. Fires and low for ball 4. Danielson draws a 3-2 walk. The second walk issued by Urban in this inning. He's now walked 5. And the starting pitcher and now shortstop, Preston Miller, batting. He has singled and struck out 1 for 2.
That's good.
I don't know that in the Major League Baseball they groom a guy to be a utility player. But that's almost what's happening with Trevor as he's playing all over the place. Miller digs in. Urban bluffs a throw to second base. Now Miller stands back in there. And the pitch by Urban. Chopped, fouled on the first base side for strike 1. Marshfield leads this ball game 9-0. Everest batting top of the 5th. That ball went off Miller's foot, so he's hobbled around along the first base foul line. Trying to rub that down. Went off his left, looks like his left calf area or left shin. So the Blue Jays send Trevor from Vancouver to New Hampshire. And the same thing is happening. He's playing all over the place at New Hampshire. Number of different positions, plus DHing from time to time. But getting a lot of work out and apparently playing well at all positions that he plays. So the Toronto organization must see him as a very valuable commodity, as a guy who can be put anywhere on the field and do well. Miller now stands back in. The count, no balls, 1 strike. Urban working from the stretch. Now delivers. Ground ball up the middle. Dershly at second base will grab it and step on the bag just in time to end the inning. That was a high hopper. And Karsten had to work hard to get there. Grab it, step on the second base bag just before Danielson got there. Got the force play to end the inning. In the 5th for Everest, no runs, no hits, no errors. 2 walks, 2 men left on base. Now we've played 4.5 innings, and our score is Marshfield 9, Everest nothing. And more baseball coming up in just a moment.
For over 50 years, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield has served the area with the talent and expertise of big city dentistry with a hometown feel. With our multi-specialty staff and board-certified periodontist, orthodontist, and pediatric dentist, Dental Clinic of Marshfield has solutions for our patients of all ages from 1 to 100. We take pride in being in network with an array of insurance companies to meet the needs of our community and our patients. No matter what your dental need, the Dental Clinic of Marshfield will be there for you.
I had an employee at once ask me to prioritize family, faith, and business, and I put them in that order in particular. For each one of our employees, it's family first. You do what is best for you and your family. Then the rest of it will take care of itself. It's about making sure you make the best decisions for you and your family.
All this and more during the June specials at BBD Sports Shop in Abbotsford.
Central Wisconsin's original ESPN FM, 92.3 WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
I'm Gene DeLisio with Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield. Marshfield and Everest meeting in Legion baseball tonight. Marshfield on top 9-0 as the Blue Devils bat in the bottom half of the fifth inning. Leadoff man is the shortstop Bennett Lang, facing Nick Cotter, the second Everest pitcher of the evening. Bennett has walked and doubled, 1 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Takes a pitch, low and outside, ball 1. Marshfield leads at 9-0. Blue Devils batting last half of the fifth. 1-0 pitch on the way. High fly ball to left field. Bartelt drifting back. He is there, and he'll grab it for the out. Hit well by Bennett Lang, but stays in the ballpark. And Bartelt makes the play for out number 1. Leadoff man Brock Bennington now batting for Marshfield. Brock has singled, bounced into a fielder's choice, and fly to center. 1 for 3 with 2 runs scored. Nick Cotter in relief of Preston Miller on the mound for Everest. Cotter winds and delivers. Up and in for ball 1. Well, the big news of the day in the sports world, the announcements that USC and UCLA to soon join the Big Ten. Here's a pitch foul behind home plate out of play. 1-1. They will leave the Pac-12 conference perhaps as early as 2024 and become Big Ten members. Quite a move there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next pitch, jammed him, hit towards shortstop, a slow roller. Miller charges, scoops it up and fires low and dug out nicely by the first baseman, Danielson. Well done on both ends by Miller at shortstop and Danielson at first base to dig out that low throw, and Bennington is retired for the second out. Batting next for Marshfield is the third baseman, Logan Homolka. He has singled, walked, and struck out. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Nick Cotter on the mound for Everest. Winds and delivers. Low and inside, ball 1. Marshfield 9. Everest nothing. Marshfield batting bottom half of the fifth. Bases empty and 2 outs. Cotter throws again, foul back. Logan stands in there, batting left-handed. Cotter gets set and delivers high and outside for a ball. Count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. So quite a move, USC and UCLA joining the Big Ten, where they'll make a lot more money in TV revenue. Cotter throws, line shot towards center field. It will drop for a base hit. Cut off by the shortstop, Miller behind the bag, but he has no play. And Homolka has his second hit tonight. USC and UCLA, longtime members of the Pac-12, but last year the Pac-12 gave its members in revenue $344 million. A few dollars there. Meanwhile, the Big Ten gave its schools $680 million, about twice as much. Riley Bauman batting. Pitches high and outside, ball 1. And USC and UCLA looking at that payday and thinking, man, we could afford a few extra assistant coaches with that kind of money. Toss to first base. Homolka back in time. So USC and UCLA to join the Big Ten in a couple of years. The 1-0 to Riley Bauman. On the inside corner, call strike, 1-1. And before you think about the programs they'll add or why that move was made, the real important issue here is the TV markets for the Big Ten network. Next pitch by Cotter. Outside for ball, 2-1. Adding USC and UCLA gives the Big Ten network the Los Angeles market, the second largest market in the country in terms of TV households. Cotter throws again, up and in for a ball, 3-1. So now the Big Ten has, the top 4 markets? New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, Philadelphia. All represented by the Big Ten. Pitch by Cotter on the way. Pop foul behind home plate. Out of play. 3-2. And that's where why the move was made, to get that Los Angeles TV market into the Big Ten. 3-2 on Riley Bellman. Pitch by Cotter. Popped up on the diamond on the right side. The first baseman Danielson will call. Now can't find it, but does glove it to end the inning. Bauman pops up to end the inning. Marshfield in the 5th with no runs on 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base. Our score after 5 innings, Marshfield 9, Everest nothing. Back to Jack Hackman Field and more baseball in just a moment.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Central Wisconsin Glass is Central Wisconsin's choice for your next new or remodeled shower and bathroom. The experts at Central Wisconsin Glass will effortlessly guide you through the design and installation process. Have the elegant and modern shower and bathroom you've been looking for. Call Central Wisconsin Glass at 715-387-8010. That's 715-387-8010. And Central Wisconsin Glass on Facebook for your residential, commercial, and vehicle glass needs.
Marshfield and Everest meeting in Legion Baseball tonight here at Jack Hackman Field. Blue Devils lead by 9 as Everest bats here in the 6th inning. 6, 7, 8 men due up against Nick Urban. Leadoff man is the third baseman Braxton Olson. He is 0 for 1. Swings and misses here for strike 1. Olson has bounced into a fielder's choice and walked tonight. Nick Urban on the mound for Marshfield. Sets and throws again. Fastball on the inside corner, called strike, 0-2. Nick now at 89 pitches through 5 innings. Sets, delivers once again. A big curveball, rides outside for ball, 1-2. So before you think about these conference changes and think, well, that's a great program or not a great program, most important thing is the TV market. Here's a pitch on the inside corner, called strike 3. And Braxton Olson called out on strikes. 6 strikeouts now for Nick Urban. The right fielder, Colin Ebersold, batting. He has struck out and singled, 1 for 2. That's why the Big Ten went after Maryland and Rutgers to get the Washington, Baltimore, and New York TV markets as part of that Big Ten network. First pitch to Ebersold over for call strike. Now they've added Los Angeles. Already have Chicago, Detroit, Minneapolis. Curveball breaks up and away for a ball, 1-1. And would not be surprised in future years if they make a pitch for Stanford and California, both in the San Francisco area. Next pitch swung on, foul back, 1-2. That would give the San Francisco market to the Big Ten network as well. Big Ten, of course, already has Minneapolis and Detroit, good-sized markets there. 1-2 pitch, ground ball towards second base. Cut off by the first baseman, Orman, but he bobbles it. Now throws late, but Ebersol beats it out. That's an error on the first baseman. Jackson Orman made a good attempt to get over there and make the play. but it went up his arm, and his throw was late. That's the second Marshfield error tonight. Second baseman Jake Versamak batting. He has walked and singled 1 for 1. Urban from the stretch. Throw is high and away for ball 1. Marshfield on top 9-0 as Everest bats. Top of the 6th, 1 out and 1 on. 1-0 pitch, foul back. 1-1. So when people talk about the strength of the SEC, a very strong conference on the field, but actually off the field, the conference much weaker than the Big Ten and other conferences. Tossed to first base. Everest slowed back. Because the only really big markets the SEC can deliver are Atlanta and Dallas. Other good size markets like New Orleans. Fastball swung on and missed. 1-2. Peripherally, Miami. Although Miami itself not a SEC school, but there's some interest there, of course, in Florida. 1-2 pitch, a swing and a miss, strike 3. Versamak out on strikes. And Urban has struck out 7. There are some other good size markets in the SEC, most notably New Orleans. Pinch hitter coming up. Cole O'Brien comes in to bat for Bartelt. Cole O'Brien, who we saw as a courtesy runner earlier, pinch hitting for the left fielder Brennan Bartelt. O'Brien batting right-handed. Pitch by Urban. It's in there for a call, strike 1. So the SEC may be strong in many areas, but not in TV markets, and that's where the revenue is. There's a curveball that breaks up and in for a ball, 1-1. Ebersol to first base with 2 outs. Urban throws again, foul back. 1-2. So we'll see if there's more moves in the future for conference realignment. Could get down to only 2 or 3 conferences at some point. O'Brien back in there, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Urban throws again, ground ball back up the middle, and into center field for a base hit. Ebersol to second base, he'll be held right there. O'Brien singles to center field. That's 4 hits for Everest tonight. And leadoff man Logan Cherick now batting. The Everest center fielder has struck out, walked, and bounced into a fielder's choice. Coach Metz coming out. As I believe Urban now is at 105 pitches, right at 105, and so he must be replaced. Good job tonight by Nick Urban. And Marshfield will have a new pitcher here. It'll be Isaac Zepps. Isaac Zepps comes in to pitch for the Marshfield Blue Devils in relief of Nick Urban, who hits the 105 pitch count and must be taken out of the ball game. So right-hander Isaac Zepps, the new pitcher for Marshfield. He comes in with Everest batting top of the 6th, 2 out and 2 on, and Marshfield leading 9-0. While Isaac gets loose, we'll pause for these messages.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer.
Hi, this is Van Patrick Oates from Rapids Awards and More. People ask, what is the more part of Awards and More? Well, that means that we're more than just an award store. We engrave glass, wood, plastic, guns, Yeti cups, medals, knives, and so much more. We're located on the web at awardsandmore.us. And if you're in the Wisconsin Rapids area, visit our physical store at 1210 Pepper Avenue or check us out on Facebook. Rapids Awards and More than just awards.
Throws again. Head fell on the third base side of the play, 1-2. Two men on base for Everest here in the sixth inning. Zips getting his sign from Colton Schillinger. Now gets set and throws high and away for a ball, 2-2. Everest has had chances. They've left 8 men on base in this ballgame, but no runs to show for it. Isaac throws again. And down low for a ball. Isaac off the mound. Thought that was strike 3, but the plate umpire says no. And the count on Sherrick now full 3-2 with 2 outs. The runners will be on the move with the pitch. Sherrick sets and throws. Ground ball down the third base line. Glove by Homolka, then off his glove, and all hands are safe. Logan went for a backhand play in front of the third base bag. Had he made that play, he'd just step on the base for the force play to end the inning, but it caromed off his mitt back towards the mound. And all hands are safe. The Blue Devils have committed 2 errors here in the sixth inning, and that loads the bases. Ebersold goes to third base on the play. O'Brien to second. Sherrick to first. For catcher Andrew Cotter, he has lined to short, walked, and bounced out on a play in front of home plate that was made by the catcher Schillinger. Zeps gets set and throws in the dirt for ball 1. Another good scoring chance for Everest here. Cotter batting left-handed. Here's the pitch. Fly ball down the left field line. Deach coming over. He'll cross the foul line. The ball falls in foul ground. Ben could not get there. Ball falls out of play. And the count on Andrew Cotter, 1 ball, 1 strike. Big Ten now working on a new TV deal with, I believe, Fox. It could be worth $1 billion a year. There's a pitch dribble behind home plate foul, 1-2. So you see numbers like that, you understand why schools like USC and UCLA want to jump ship from the Pac-12. 1-2 on Cotter. Next pitch on the way, high for a ball, 2-2. And if the Big Ten comes back in a couple of years and grabs Stanford in California, that leaves the Pac-12 pretty bare. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Low for a ball, 3-2. You know, the Phoenix market pretty good, so Arizona and Arizona State still attractive. Denver market's pretty good, makes Colorado attractive. Seattle, pretty good market, that makes Washington attractive. 3-2 pitch. Ground ball back up the middle. The shortstop, Lang will charge, scoop it up, fire to first base, and late now, the runner at third base is hung up between third and home. Throw back to third base is wild, however. And so Ebersold will score on the play.
Good job, Charlie.
And O'Brien scores as well. Sherrick takes third base, and Cutter to second. 2 runs are in. And Marshfield's lead is now 9-2. The left fielder Nick Cotter now batting. Cotter 0 for 3 tonight. Fouls one back for strike 1. So Cotter reaches base on the first error on the play, and then takes second base on the throwing error by Ormond. There's one popped up behind home plate. Schillinger may have a play near the backstop, comes back, but overruns the ball and it falls in foul ground. Both Ebersold and O'Brien scored on the double error on that play. So 3 Marshfield errors this inning. Cherrick now at second base, Cotter at first. Pitch to Nick Cotter outside for a ball, 1-2. 3 Marshfield errors in this inning. Next pitch on the way, rides outside for a ball. 2-2 on Nick Cotter. Schillinger now out to the mound for a word with Zeps. And he's motioning to the bench. I don't know if he's detected something wrong with Isaac in his arm, but Josh Metz is going to come out and meet his pitcher and catcher on the mound. Don't see anything from Isaac that indicates he has a problem, but there may be one here. As Colton Schillinger went out towards the mound, as he went out there, he motioned to the bench to have someone come out from the bench. Players are now kind of standing around on the mound. Coach Metz talking with Isaac and our plate umpire. And it looks like Marshfield will make a change here. And Kirsten Jersley from second base will take over. And if this is an injury situation, Kirsten could get more than the normal allotment of warm-up throws. So Isaac Zeps pitches to 2 batters, both of whom reach on errors. So as of right now, he allows no runs. He's responsible for those 2 guys on base, but they would be unearned runs. No hits, walk none, strike out none. And Karsten Jersley will take over on the mound, and Zeps will stay in the ball game and play second base. Unusual that the catcher Schillinger saw a problem with Zeps and motioned for Coach Metz to come out and make the change. The count on Cotter, 2-2, and Karsten inherits that count. Curveball hit back up the middle and into center field for a base hit. Sherrick will score. Cotter rounding third base, and he'll score as well. 2-run single for Nick Cotter. And Everest now trails 9-4. All runs this inning for Everest are unearned. 3 Marshfield errors in this inning. Those runs are charged to Zeps, but they are unearned runs. The batter is first baseman Mitch Danielson. Jersley from the stretch throws a curveball that breaks across for a call strike. Nothing in 1 on Danielson. 4 spot for Everest here in the 6th inning. Pitch on the way. Breaking ball falls outside for a ball. 1-1. Danielson has bounced to short, popped to second, and walked tonight 0-2. Jersley, the 3rd Marshfield pitcher this evening. Curveball popped up on the left side. The shortstop Bennett Lang in shallow left field, called off by the 3rd baseman Homolka, who will grab it to end the inning. In the 6th for Everest, 4 runs, all unearned on 2 hits. 3 Marshfield errors. Marshfield 9, Everest 4. And more baseball from Jack Hackman Field following these messages.
If you lose direction, you can grab my hand. I'll be the one behind you to say no. One-man band. Just follow your dreams and keep your promises.
We're all different, but we all want great health insurance. See why we're rated #1 in service, coverage, and affordability in Central Wisconsin.
First things first with Midstate Technical College. Dual credit programs earn you college credit in high school, then choose a path that suits you. Use your skills to start your career or transfer to a university to continue your degree. Choose a new career. Transition easily and quickly by upgrading your skills. Or continue your education with dozens of classes to get you on your path. No matter your stage of the game, your first move is Mid-State Technical College.
Hi, this is SC football coach Jason Gorst, and you're listening to Sports Radio 92.3 FM, WOSQ, Spencer, Marshfield.
We're at Jack Hackman Field in Marshfield tonight for baseball action. Marshfield batting. Last half of the sixth, leading by 5. Nick Urban batting for Marshfield, the Marshfield pitcher and cleanup man. Pitch by Connor is across for called strike 1. Everest with 4 unearned runs in the top of this inning to get back in the ball game. Connor throws again, a swing and a foul on the third base side of the play. 0-2. Nick Urban has singled, fly to left, and walked and scored tonight. Batting cleanup for Coach Metz this evening. The count 0-2. Cotter winds and delivers. Low and inside and off of Nick's foot. Urban hit by the pitch. And Marshfield batters have been hit by pitches 4 times tonight. 2 of those by Colton Schillinger, both in the batting helmet. Leadoff base runner for Marshfield here in the 6th inning. Ben Deach batting. Josh Metz giving some signs. First of all, checking to see that Nick's okay. At first base, he says he's fine. Ben Deach 0 for 3, has struck out twice and fly to center. First pitch up and in for ball 1.
That's why I always wear long pants to these games.
Ben back in there, batting right-handed. Pitch on the way is down the middle of call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
That's why it's going to be very short interval.
Good lead by Urban at first base. Toss over. He gets back in time. Nick apparently feeling that ball that hit him in the foot not affecting his base running skills here. Takes a good lead once again. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Popped up on the first base side in foul territory. Danielson, the first baseman, goes down the line and grabs it for the out. Danielson spinning down that first base foul line and foul ground. Stays with it, makes the play to retire Deach. And Urban holds at first base. 1 out, Karsten Jerschley batting. Karsten now pitching for Marshfield. And he is 0 for 2 this evening. He's flied to right, walked and scored, and been hit by a pitch. Pitch by Cotter, high and outside, ball 1. It's Marshfield 9, Everest 4. Marshfield batting bottom half of the 6th, 1 out and 1 on. 1-0 on Karsten Jerschley. Cotter from the stretch, throws, high for a ball, 2-0. By the way, a Major League Baseball doubleheader for you on on Monday, 4th of July, here on WOSQ. Here's the 2-0 pitch. On the outside corner, call strike, 2-1. First of all, Tampa Bay and Boston at 12 noon. Then Seattle and San Diego at 5 o'clock. Both games on Monday right here on WOSQ. Pitch by Cotter. Off the plate for a ball, 3-1. So enjoy the 4th of July holiday with a baseball doubleheader right here on 92.3 FM WOSQ. 3-1 on Karsten Jerschley. Pitch by Cotter. Low and outside, ball 4. Jerschley draws a base on ball, sending Urban to second base. Catcher Colton Schillinger, the batter. Colton has flied to left and twice been hit in the head by a pitch. 0 for 1. Neither pitch was a fastball, so he was not harmed by either delivery. Colton, number 7 man in the Marshfield batting order tonight. Cotter throws. A big swing and a miss for strike 1. Nick Cotter on the relief for Everest. Fires once again. Popped up behind home plate, but no play for the catcher, Cotter. Out of play. Nothing in two. We have two Cotters out there. The pitcher, Nick Cotter. The catcher, Andrew Cotter. Nothing in two on Colton Schillinger. Now Cotter once again from the stretch. Sets and delivers. Outside for ball 1-2. Blue Devils, two men. Urban and Jerschley both come home on the double by Colton Schillinger. Marshfield now leads 11-4. Colton Schillinger with a long double to the gap in left center field. Urban and Jerschley both score easily. Batting for Marshfield is first baseman Jackson Ormond, who has been hit by a pitch, singled, and flied to right. 1 for 2, he scored twice. Marshfield has scored in every inning except from the 5th. Now 2 more here in the 6th inning. Ormond batting left-handed. Pitch on the way. High for ball 1. Schillinger has been removed from the base pass. Looks like he was tagged out on a throw back to the infield, so he's out at second base. Next pitch over for a called strike. That's out number 2.
Can you hear me?
Next pitch down low for a ball. 1-2 on Jackson Ormond. Cotter working from the windup here.
2 runs scored.
Sets and throws up and away for a ball. 2-2.
Whatever you did was right.
Marshfield's lead back to 7 as they bat here in the 6th. Cotter gets set and throws. And just off the plate for a ball. Nick Cotter in relief of Preston Miller, the Everest starter tonight. Ormond back in there. Full count pitch, high for ball 4.
Brings up number 3, Bennett Lang. Sorry, it's too late.
Base runner for Marshfield. The batter now is the shortstop Bennett Lang. Had a big 2-run double back in the 3rd. He's also walked and flied to left. Bennett batting right-handed. Ormond off first base. Here's the pitch. Foul to the screen for strike 1. Quiet night here in central Wisconsin. Fans down here enjoying baseball at Jack Hackman Field this evening. Pitch on the way. Low and outside for ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Military night tonight here at Jack Hackman Field. Military personnel honored before the ball game. Next pitch high for a ball, 2-1. And the National Guard, Color Guard came out to present the colors before the ball game this evening. Nicely done by those gentlemen. Lang back in there, 2 balls, 1 strike. Cotter goes to first base and throws the ball down the right field line. Ormond gets up, he'll go to second base and stop right there. Throwing error by the pitcher, Cotter. That's now 5 errors against the Everest defense tonight.
That's good.
2-1 on Bennett Lang. Cotter gets set and throws. Pop foul over the screen. Count 2-2. Bennett batting number 9 for Coach Metz tonight. Cotter fires again and hits him. Got him, I believe, maybe on the ear flap. Came way inside with that pitch. And Everest pitchers now have hit 5 Marshfield batters this evening, 3 of them in the helmet. Connor, the pitcher, is crouched out on the mound with his head in his hands. I think he feels pretty bad about that. Does not appear as if Lang is hurt seriously, though he's bent over in front of home plate. Pitch came up and in. I think got him on the ear flap, which you would still feel you'd be protected. If that is the case, you would be protected, but you'd still feel it. So Lang hit by the pitch. Orman stays at second base. Bennett now standing in front of home plate. His helmet is off. Does not appear to be seriously hurt. And now the pitcher, Cotter, comes over to check on Lang. And Lang will leave. And Braden Schuler will run for Bennett Lang. Schuler will run at first base for Lang. Orman stays at second base.
Yes, you did.
5 Marshfield pitchers hit by pitches tonight. And we may see a pitching change here for Everest. Everest will change pitchers.
Braxton Olsen, the new pitcher for Everest.
And Cotter will be replaced. Braxton Olsen comes over from third base, and he'll pitch for Everest. Marshfield and Everest in Legion baseball tonight. Marshfield batting last of the 6th.
Through Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids. Through Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
How do you make your savings last? How much should you take out and when? You're ready for retirement, but are your finances? I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Brian Kaiser. Let's work together to help ensure your finances can keep up with your unique needs over the long haul. You've done what it takes to get there. Now it's time to make the most of retirement. Stop by our office at 617 West Blodgett for a face-to-face appointment. Edward Jones.
3 in this inning. Orman goes to third base. Schuler to second. Bennington to first for Logan Homolka. Logan has singled twice, walked, struck out. Holston throws here on the low outside corner for a call strike. Marshfield 11, Everest 4. Marshfield batting bottom of the 6th. Bases loaded and 2 outs. Next pitch on the inside corner for a call strike, 0-2. Olsen from the windup fires once again, a swing and a foul down the first base sideline. Stays 0-2. 3 Marshall batters hit by pitches in this inning alone. And again, nothing intentional by the Everest pitching staff this evening. Just pitches getting away from them at bad times. Olsen gets set once again and throws 0-2. Up and away for a ball, 1-2. Bennington at first base is the game's winning run. Next pitch on the way. High hopper first base side and right by the first baseman, Danielson into right field. Orman will score. Schuler will score as well. And Bennington to third base. And Marshfield now leads 13-4. Ball going through the first baseman, Danielson. Looks like there'll be an error on Danielson. Two-run score on the play. Bennington takes third base. And Homolka to first. First pitch to Riley Bellman. Swung and a miss for strike 1. So Bennington at third base now is the game's winning run with Marshfield on top 13-4 here in the bottom half of the 6th. Riley Bauman, the 9th man to bat this inning for Marshfield. Sacrifice fly, a double, a walk, and he's popped to first. 1 for 2 with a run scored and 4 runs batted in tonight. Pitch by Olson in the dirt for a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. Marshfield has come back with 4 runs here in the 6th inning. Olson throws, ground ball third base side, and down the third base line, a fair ball, and that will score Bennington. That would end the ball game. Homolka will score as well on the base hit by Riley Bauman, his 5th RBI of the ball game, and Marshfield wins this one tonight 14-4. They'll give Bauman a single, an RBI, Bennington in on the play to end this contest. Marshfield in the 6th, 5 runs.
And our last Pizza Ranch gift certificate winner is 835.
5 runs on 2 hits.
Thanks, everybody.
One error, 3 hit batters, a walk, 2 men left on base. Our final score, Marshfield 14, Everest 4. We'll have a full recap on our postgame report in just a moment.
One time.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com.
It's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working away in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers Cheese, Pizza Cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parm, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Caflateri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda Edam and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Allowing Bauman to score. Urban took third base on a throw across the diamond on that same play, and an error by the first baseman Danielson. Urban scored as well to give Marshfield a 9-0 lead after 4. Everest then scored 4 in the 6th to make it 9-4. There were 3 Marshfield errors in that inning. And then the Blue Devils won the ball game here in the 6th with 5 runs, keyed by a 2-run double by Colton Schillinger. Way we're going to pay for it. Come on, Hazel. Welcome back to Mosquito Field, Catman Field, Joanne. Josh Metz, great win tonight for your ball.
Yeah, we played well. Good hitting, good pitching tonight.
What were some of the keys as far as defensively speaking?
We had a couple miscues that I definitely think we need to clean up, but I thought Bennett Lang did a really good job at shortstop. That's kind of been a rough spot for us at times this year, so we're kind of looking to fill that void, and he stepped up, made some plays for us tonight. Hopefully he can take that spot, but he did a good job until he had some issues with his face tonight. So, but no, he did a good job tonight for us.
Okay, thanks, Coach. Yeah, we'll let you get out of the mosquitoes. Right. Okay, got Nick Urban here to my right. Nick and I were using the restroom here before the ball game, and we were washing hands and said, hope you have a good game tonight. He said, yeah, so long as my arm holds out. Well, it held out pretty good tonight. Nick, what were some of the keys that you were throwing tonight, pitches-wise?
I was throwing a lot of strikes, which kept us in the game, but we made the plays, which is really important for keeping onto the pitch count and keeping in through 5 innings and almost 6.
So how did your arm feel?
It was pretty good. Yeah, I didn't have any problems throughout the game, so it was pretty good. It hasn't been good for the past week, but it was good tonight. So.
Okay, bring the other young man over to my left. I got to ask your name again?
Riley Bauman.
Riley Bauman. Riley, how did you hit tonight?
I thought it was pretty good. You know, end of the day, I'm just trying to get the boys home early.
So what were some of the pitches you saw tonight at the plate?
We were seeing the fastball really well. We were all seeing the curveball well too. So just swinging at those when we can.
Okay, I'm going to put you guys in the house and get you out of the mosquitoes.
I'm Nick Urban.
And I'm Riley Bauman.
And we're in the house.
Thanks. Big win for the Blue Devils tonight as they were victorious over Everest. Well, I'm going to get out of here. The mosquitoes are crazy. For Zaleski Sports, this is Joe Anderson. Have a great evening and a great weekend. We'll see you here tomorrow night on the network for more baseball. Good night.